Hello everybody. This is a new poem that I wrote called Expansion of Divine Essence. Let me tell you the parable of the selfish shade tree that took and took but decided to not pay its fee. Once upon a time there was a plant guild composed of 8. At the center, a shade tree who the sun's rays it did mitigate. Smaller life made possible by the tree's leaf, which upon design it did annually bequeath. Set up by nature to take and then give back, who failed to discern the pure and simple fact. Success contingent on mutual reciprocation. Failure to do so would bring self-annihilation. All working together to contribute what they can, selflessly improving everyone's potential lifespan. As the small plant guilds gave and gave, the shade tree marveled at its size and success. When it was time for the shade tree to drop its leaves, it looked around unimpressed. These little plants are lazy and undeserving, unfit, sapless, and not worthy of preserving. My resources are wasted to protect those below. They are useless. What have they ever done to help me grow? I will keep my leaves and secure my own. I am strong enough to do this alone. The small, malnourished plants looked up enraged and bitter. Betrayed we've been by our ungrateful benefiter. The 7 plant guilds electrically transmitted one to another. Our protectors' views have shifted from all of us as one to us as other, no longer viewing us as a synergistic plant cluster. That which once bound us together, now blinded by self-endeavor. False, fearful, foolish misuse of the intellect bisected our union. Misidentification has severed the law of nutritional distribution. O folly of giants to pursue self-evolution. A cannibalistic pattern, photosynthetic process forgotten. Consequently, all life will suffocate and grow rotten. Now hydrogen for hydrogen and oxygen for oxygen, let us raise a toast and say adios, as we use our last remaining glucose. Just then, an electrical signal vibrated from a seed. The tree's leaves are not sufficient alone to provide all that we need. Nature's cycles are in a constant state of transmutation, a process necessary for proper rotation. The center will never hold. It must die so we can become 100-fold. Old things will pass away, behold all things will become new, the pattern of life which helps keep virtue true. Its shade we once needed, but now our growth it is impeded. Dear friends, do not give in to hate, although all we want to do is instinctually reciprocate. Though separate, our destinies intertwined, all connected to the living vine. If separate we must be, do not focus on the tree. Its size and might doth not make right, its authority only granted by the light, by which it draws all things unto it, through magnetic force it doth emit. Mistake me not, I do not refer to moon or sun, but the primordial point out of which every ray run, whose circumference is everywhere, and whose point can be found nowhere. Sink your roots down deep, and fill in the gap. Look to those in need, and give to them what you see that they lack. Attend to your stations, and give everything you've got. Do not look for others, for how much you ought, to give to each according to their need. Anything given, the light will exceed. We are here today and gone tomorrow, yet forever shall be. Discard your fear, anger, hate, and suffering, so that we can be free. The first shall be last, and the last shall be first, all connected on the circle of earth. No matter how high above, or how small below, all must continuously give to perpetuate and grow. As the 7 plant guilds began to die, separate, the tree's strength became a lie, strong in appearance, yet rotten from the inside. When the winds came and the tree's base was weak, the shade tree collapsed with a loud shriek. The pattern was true, it did what was said, at the end when all had rested their head. What was in first died last, and those in last first bled. Here future meets past, their story is not done, just the flipping of a page, a new chapter for father, mother, and son. Thank you very much.